Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. We are here with Miss JoAnne Hilliard. She is our favorite little life coach here on our show. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so today we are talking about what happens when people don't like you and how it affects you. And I thought this was really interesting.
It's the greatest
thing.
thing.
I mean, and you come across this all through your life, too.
Absolutely.
So, great topic. Can't wait to talk about. So, what do you do when someone doesn't like you?
Well, for one, not everyone will like us.
Oh.
I mean, that's just a fact.
Really?
It really is. And two, do we really know if they don't like us? Sometimes we just feel that way.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but what we do is when we're there, when we happen to be with them or be around them, we tend to feel awkward, be upset, angry, judgmental, you name it.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel.
Yeah. And so we our ego roars, and then we have a distorted view of how things are. And so, I said this before, we can catch ourselves because we're taking ourselves too seriously. And the minute we catch that, our mind calms down naturally on its own, and that's when we're us. I mean, we're calm, we're peaceful, we can be us. So it's more about forgetting about how they're acting, because that messes us up, and pay attention to how we are, and let our mind be clear and have fun with it. I mean, sometimes we even we want to make them like us. Well, that's not fun for them or us.
Right.
And so, then they see us as we are, and not caught up in all of the riffraff that goes on in our own head.
So basically you're just saying be yourself and try not to force someone to like you. Otherwise
we can't. We cannot get in their head, and they cannot get in ours.
I'm really guilty of that. I do try. I try to work harder. I'm like,
oh yeah,
why
it's
do they not like
not
me?
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. That's interesting.
And it's more going on in your head. But see, when our mind's calm, we're present.
Yeah.
And then they have our full attention, or at least we're having fun.
Right.
Otherwise, we're miserable.
So in that moment, how do you calm your mind?
I know, because that's the thing. Your emotions are so there.
That's the thing. Well, be aware of it. Be aware of it.
So that's
beforehand.
the number one.
Yeah. But once you realize that we're taking ourselves, when we are, initially, if you can catch it initially, you realize you're, putting, really taking yourself way too seriously, taking them way too seriously. And your mind will calm down on its own. When you recognize that, it just does it. There's no doing about it.
So do the same principles apply if you don't like someone?
Yeah.
Versus them not liking you?
Yeah. I mean, why would you want to go somewhere and have a bad time? So it's all about forget how they act. Pay attention to how, what's going on in our head, and just allow ourselves,
Very good.
Then we're present.
Yeah.
And you can't, and then I've seen real miracles happen.
Have you?
Yes.
Because I almost feel like it's too
absolutely.
good it's too good to be true. I feel like I don't know if I can really calm myself down in those moments sometimes.
Well, but if you just go, I am taking myself so seriously, and it really will calm down. But, there's a learning curve, too.
Right. You kind of have to practice a little bit.
Yeah, you have to practice, so.
I'm definitely going to have to practice, for sure. Not that I get all crazy, but yeah.
But the more you practice, the better, because, we want to be ourselves. And that gives them an opportunity to see a different side of us, really.
So we just have to catch it. We have to recognize that we're feeling that way.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath.
Well, and
just
don't
be yourself.
Just be yourself.
Awesome. Thank you, JoAnne. Thanks for being on the show, too.
My
We always
pleasure.
learn little tips here and
My
there, which are
pleasure.
very helpful. So.
Yeah.
Well, stick around for your weather forecast and news out of Hollywood. And all of your information, of course, was up on the screen. Thank you again for being with us. We appreciate it. There's more Midday coming up right after this.